Don't miss a single issue of Canada's only national hunting and fishing magazine. Subscribe to Outdoor Canada today.
All right, here we go. Welcome to the Spring Fishing Boat Show. We're going to keep you entertained this weekend. You know, we're 1 year, hopefully we're less than a year out before we get back to the Spring Fishing Boat Show. And but this is the second year, folks. And you know, we got a lot of great anglers right here in Ontario, and we're going to be seeing guys from both sides of the border here. And I don't know if there's a line nowadays when it comes to fishing, but today we got a bit of a treat for you because this guy has stepped on the other side of the line few times, that is, and now he's back on our side of the line. He's here living here in Canada. We got none other than Bryan Bickell with us, and we got definitely going to be entertained here in a couple of minutes. So Bryan, how are you, buddy?
Good to see you again.
Well, welcome to the show. I guess next year we'll be live, dude, and you know you have to come to the show. I don't know, maybe we'll put you on with Dave. You guys have a lot of chemistry there, but you know, I'll tell you, like I can't believe, like, even like last, was it three years ago, you won that elite event that we run in Scugog, and you know, it just goes to show you that, you know, you put 100% everything you do, right? Would that be a fair enough thing to say?
I think so. It's like competitive edge that I kind of miss. Obviously, playing the NHL for so many years and winning the championships I did. It's that competitive edge. You get up, I can't sleep the night before, and you get excited, and then you want to win. Anything you do in life, you want to win. And I was so happy to win the one in Scugog, and I just enjoy fishing. It was with my family and my buddies, my dad, and I just like the time in the water. But when come tournament time, it's game face, and you're out there to win and have fun.
You know, I think that's a really good motto in life, especially for kids. And everybody for that, John. You know, if you want to get ahead in life, you got to play it to win, right? You know, I know we like to reward everybody with a badge, but at the end of the day, you want to be that first guy, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like when I was a kid. You know, only the top three get trophies. Now I know it's changing with everything with the media and all that stuff. But you know, the losses that I have, I want to make me better as a person, as an athlete, as even a father. And you want to win, and in those losses you take, you make yourself better. And I think through my career of hockey, and hopefully my fishing, little stand-up fishing, will be make you better in different ways.
Well, dude, you know, we're rooting for you on this side, and if what you've done in the hockey part of your life is any kind of increment, what's going to happen in the next part of your life, I'm thinking it's going to be some pretty big things coming your way. So, you know, so you were fishing through your whole hockey career. So you fished right through your whole hockey career.
Yeah, when I can. Obviously, with the seasons are during the winter, so if I had days off in Florida or in California, I always try to find a pond or find a day that I can get with a guide and go fishing anyway. Now I'm retired. I got more time, so I got the summers to concentrate on fishing and not concentrate on working out and getting ready for the season. But I enjoy traveling and seeing parts of obviously North America and chase those bass. I'm a big bass guy, so.
So you would say bass is your number one fish?
It's definitely my number one, but now I'm getting into more things because I'm not concentrating on my hockey career. I'm just concentrating on my family time and being around my kids and friends and family.
So what other fish do you fish for? Am I allowed to ask?
Yeah, really anything. I don't really chase muskie. They just so happen to bite so often. Crappie, walleye, steelhead. Really, that's my go-tos right now. Big basses, smallmouth, largemouth, anything that really bites. That's my
I think
go-to.
I think it'd be probably scary if I seen you walking down the river with waders. I mean, I'll tell you, like 6 something. I'd be like, oh my god, this guy's like, you know. Not to mention you're missing a couple things.
Yeah, I know. I got the dental work in the next month to get these nice teeth that I've lost during my career to get fixed. So it so happened that you asked me to come on, and I'm like, you see the real side of me when I played hockey with no teeth. So I get those fixed in a couple weeks.
That's a pretty common thing for a lot of hockey players, right? Like a lot of guys lose their teeth at one point or not, and like you're telling me, there's no coverage for teeth.
Yeah, I know. Well, a lot of guys lose the teeth, a lot of scars and things like that. It's just part of the game that you dreamed about doing, and that's the price you got to pay, obviously. the hockey look is the missing no teeth, and I've missed a couple of them, so it's time to get them repaired and get them ready for. I don't know what's next. Just hopefully we get this Ontario border open again, and so I can start traveling again.
Yeah, I think everybody's in that same boat. But you know what? So we had a little pre-discussion, and you were talking about one of your first places. The first place you fished was sturgeon. Is that correct? Is that your first lake you fished bass on?
I've not fished for bass, like really bass fish. Like I fished in different lakes when I was a kid, but I didn't really think about bass fishing. I was just trying to get the wet the line, and whatever bites bites. But then I actually went with one of my dad's friends, which was into bass fishing, and I was like, "This is awesome." And then I got the bug and got hooked. Got my first boat when I was, I think, 19 years old. And then I just skyrocketed from there. And I've been now 15 years really fishing hard and getting, learning the bodies of water around here and learning different techniques to kind of, make me a better angler.
You know, going back to like we talked about, the hockey and how it meshes together and the Stanley Cup. And I'll tell you, it's something in the back of my mind that I loved the best. Obviously, being with Dave's the type of guy that I'm sure kind of instrumented that part of the thing. And I'm sure you were a big part of knowing you now the way I know you. It's like, I can't believe you put a bass inside the Stanley Cup.
Yeah. So I met a Dave at an event, I don't know, so many years ago. And then we won it in 2010. And he's like, the next time if you ever win the cup, you got to bring it on my show. So we won in 2010. And then we won in 2013. And like instantly after we won, we were traveling back from Boston. And he's calling me, texting me. And like, so did about 1,000 other people. But you got to bring it on my show, bring it on my show. And I promised him I would. And obviously, it's a cool honor to go on a show to begin with, but to bring Lord Stanley there and say probably I'm the first, or Dave and I are the first to have the Stanley Cup on his show. So, and then we did put a bass in the cup. We caught a lot of big ones and not a lot of small ones because the cup's only, I don't know, 12 inches, big. It's like just a big salad bowl. To find a fish that actually fit in it, and Dave so happened to caught it, was about 6-7 inches. So he caught and filled water up in the cup, and we put a cup or a bass in the cup and released it, and we made a pretty good show out of it too. So it was fun.
I've seen that cup in so many bars, and I've seen so many crazy things in it, hanging off of it, people sitting in it. I've seen all kinds of crazy things, but I've never seen a bass. Like I have to tell you, like that was probably the only bass ever put in the
I can probably look it up, but I think I'm one of the first and one of the only. So obviously that's a big thing of mine is the fish, and to put a bass in the cup and say I did it. It's a cool story to tell for a long time.
Oh, you'll tell your grandkids, dude. So that'll be. They'll say, "No way, you didn't do that," and they'll go, "Yeah, your grandpa was a madman." So, but that's all good. So, but you know what? We've had the chance to get to know you over there, your family, your girls, great family, so. What would you say is your favorite lake? Like, obviously, you live in the Kawartha region, or more or less close to it. What would be your favorite lake that you like to fish?
I don't know. There's so many that are so good. Obviously, there's so many different techniques to be played in different lakes around here. We got grass lakes, we got deep, clear lakes. Obviously, the Great Lakes are where you can find your potential biggest bass in Ontario, to Rice Lake, to Scugog, to up north, to a lot of hidden gems that don't really get bass fished as much as it does down here. Obviously, the historic Lake Simcoe with the big smallmouth, and they have big largemouth in there, but a lot of guys don't fish for it. But there's so many good lakes. We're so thankful and so kind of honored to have what we have here. Cherish it, and because it's special, and we're an hour you can fish 20 different lakes, so it's super special. But if I had to pick one, I don't know. Like I'm a big largemouth guy. I like shallow water flipping. Obviously Scugog with the wind there, and obviously I have a lot of history on that lake. Is special. But then you go to the Great Lakes where you pick your time to get out there, because Great Lakes are mean, and so literally like 10 minutes it could change, and but you can have potentially your best day. I'm so happy to have one of those last fall on Lake Ontario, and it's a special place. It's so many fish, so many spots they can be, and you just got to learn it and take bits and pieces and take it to the next year.
Well, I know you guys missed the team Canada cut. You were the alternative team, so technically you didn't really miss it. You were just the team, the alternative team. So you were part of the team, and that was a few years back, and that was in Lake St. Francis, which I unfortunately I wasn't there to help with those decisions and stuff. But the thing is you've really, really, really applied yourself to the sport, which is pretty awesome. And I think stems back to you originally said is I'm going to give it 100% if that's what I'm going to do, right? So word on the street is you're maybe coming out with the TV show. Is that something that's
TV show? I don't know. I think about it all the time. I want to put the time in and do it. I just want to be around my family. They're still quite young. If I travel weeks at a time, I get to miss a lot of different things. I think they're eventually when the time is right, I want to start something and something different. I know there's obviously Dave shows and a lot of different shows in Canada, but to bring a different element of not just fishing, two different sides of stories of different athletes or different celebrities around here and
you got an idea. You got an idea, right?
I don't want to spill all the beans yet and give you.
Yeah. Don't keep those to yourself. I'll tell you. Over the years, like, we've had quite a few hockey players that that have Caluso. We got we've had who we've had Victoria. I can't even think right now, but we've had Kinger. Kinger actually put together a show back in the day, full contact fishing with Todd Million, I think it was. But we've had Antropov. We've had so many hockey players that have fished our tournaments over the years, and you know what? I think it's that whole mentality of you have to win, so it's like you apply yourself that much more harder. So it's pretty cool, dude. And maybe you should get together with all those hockey players and maybe start a hockey tour, right? A hockey tour, fishing
hockey tour. We just go travel the states and around here with all the Canadians and all the hockey guys around here. We can fish together and tell good stories of the hockey days and even just fishing stories too. So
I think what I'm going to give you an idea. Okay, I'm just going to give you an idea. You decide, right? But here's a really good idea, right? What if it was just you and you invite another hockey player, and then somebody catches the fish, and it's like going for the puck in the corner, and you have to knock the other guy off the boat.
Yeah,
well, I think that would be a great show. I'd watch it.
That'd be full contact hockey like Kingers, but I don't think that would be dangerous, but it'll be intense. Maybe we can get a couple cuts in there and do it like that and celebration of different things. But full contact on the deck with two big 6 foot plus guys that are probably 250. It'll be it could be bones broken. I already got enough bones in my body that are falling apart. I'm only 35, so I can't.
I think if you do pull it off, you need Dave to comment it because as I think he would do a good job. And in this corner, Bryan Bickell. Brian, honestly, it's a lot of fun, right? And when it's not fun anymore, then we decide. Like even hockey, it was fun for you, right? 2 Stanley Cups, like you got to admit, like that's an awesome career, right? And now. You know what? Hopefully, you're going to win a whole bunch of bass fishing tournaments. You won one already, and it was pretty. And the thing was, it was on Scugog. We ran it, and anybody at Scugog were there, and every lake has their guys. And I'm not going to say that I didn't think you were going to win, but you killed it. Like you had a really good day. Like you did really, really well, and you fished it by yourself. It was the whole concept of like that elite thing where you're fishing by yourself. And you did very, very well, and from other tournaments moving forward, you've done very well. So this year, the ironic thing is the Kawartha Cup, which is our first tournament we're going to be running in the Pro Series. You're fishing that with Joe Ford, and that's going to be interesting to how you're going to play that one out. So you're excited?
Yeah, I'm excited to get back fishing. Obviously, it has been a long winter. I've been enjoying the winter as much as possible, but when you get rain like we did today and everything's starting to melt, and it gets you kind of excited to. I know with Bass opening, I think July, if I can mistake, but it gets everything growing again. Like you go to the streams and get steelhead and get the bohos running up. It just gets that bug and gets you going. Obviously, tournaments are always fun. I've done a bunch of tournaments with Joe. Met him, I don't know, about a dozen years ago, and he's always been a good stick and a good knowledge. And I think I kind of help him out in a way to keep him calm, because I've obviously been in big moments, but he gets kind of fired up at times. But we work good together, and we can kind of clash. But I need to pre-fish a lot more. I think that's my goal this year, is to find the fish a little easier, not just go look for fish. And that's my goal going into the season, to do more research and more time in the water.
Well, but you know what? I'm going to tell you something. I would never ever not think that you don't have a chance of winning any tournament you fish, because I know how hard you fish, and you know, I can't wait till next year, because like come next year, it's 1 year from now, and we're going to have you live at the Spring Fishing and Boat Show. And I don't know, do you ice fish at all or no? Do you do any ice fishing?
I didn't, but I'm starting to get into it. I just got my a new cottage up in near Marmara, so getting to use to throw the tip ups and watch them fly. And but it's all new to me. I'm having nice fish, obviously, the reason I was playing hockey for all those winters. Now starting to get into that to kind of get the bug and get me through the winter.
Well, you know, we're going full tilt on the ice fishing with the ice fishing show coming up in November. But like, you know, I would love to have you there, but we're definitely going to bring you to the Spring Fishing and Boat Show, and we're going to get you live. You're going to stand in front of people. You're going to show people how to catch fish, and we're going to be talking about all your wins from this year and why you deserve to be there. But at the end of the day, in all fairness, like, I've seen how good you do. I know how well you fish. I know how you apply yourself. And for me, a lot of times I take that information from guys that thrive so hard to do well, and realize, because it's not always based on 20 years of experience. It's based on, you know, current and the knowledge and how you depict it and make it work. So, dude, good luck to you this summer. I thank you for coming on to the show. You know what I mean? It was real cool of you. And dude, I know it's middle of winter. I know. Good to see you too. All right, buddy. You take care of yourself.
Yeah,
and thank you very much.
Thanks for having me on. See you soon.
All right, thank you. Yeah, that was Bryan Bickell, and you know, just one of many that people you're going to see here this weekend at the Spring Fishing and Boat Show. And we're just going to keep it personal. You know, we just want, you know, you can go on YouTube and see a million ways to flip a jig and whatnot, but like, I just want to show you how genuine the guys are that we bring to you at the Spring Fishing and Boat Show, and every chance we get, through whether it's through tournaments or whether it's at the Spring Fishing Boat Show, and now with the Ultimate Ice Fishing Show in November. It's our goal to educate people, right, and to do what we can. But right now, this weekend, we want to educate you about the people and how qualified they are, bringing them to you through this platform and making you understand where these guys come from. So once again, a special thank you to Bryan Bickell. And I would zoom into, I'm sure it's on one of Mercer's shows where you can see the Stanley Cup with that bass. And behind the scenes, he told me that he can't catch small fish. So it was Dave that caught the small fish. Anyways, all the best to you. And we'll be seeing you at the next episode.
The best days happen out here, where the only thing on the line is what you can catch. And every cast could be the one that fills your memories with the fish of your lifetime. Mercury engines are made for exploring. So are you. Go boldly.